And welcome to another edition of the AFCON qualifiers review. My name is Nashon Oano. If you're new to the channel, make sure you drop a like down below. Share the video and subscribe to the channel. As you can see, we are shooting live from the Urban Burger KE, the place where if you want to watch any particular activity of sports, this is the right place for you to be. Come, have your beer, have your burger on the side, enjoy a football match. There are a lot of screens, as you can see right behind me, where you can follow the conversation. And joining me on set once again today for the 15th time is Eric Shilenge, our resident African football analyst. Shilenge, today we are going to be talking about Cape Verde versus Togo and Nigeria versus Sierra Leone. The games that were played yesterday, how do you make of Cape Verde's game against Togo?
Cape Verde's the Blue Sharks. I think they've just continued from where they left in the AFCON. They dropped from the round of 16 years, but I think it did not dent their morale. It's an emerging team that has had some stability in terms of playing in the AFCON and competing in the AFCON. And for them, beating Togo should be a routine win. Yeah, because Togo have really dropped down to the minus level, and I think Togo needs to up their game. They're really letting in so many goals. They're losing so many to even smaller teams. And Cape Verde's, they look quality. Look at their players. The likes of Tavares, Monteiro, most of their players are playing in the Spanish league, and they come in with top quality. So if they find a Togo team which is really struggling, that one becomes a routine win for them, and I expect them to do better in this group and really qualify for Abidjan 2023.
Shilenge, what really do you think happened to the Togolese national team? Because I remember there's a time in African football, when you mentioned Togo, I think there's a time Kenya was playing with Togo. Yeah. Those were days when you think about Togo, then you definitely know.
Togo was at the level of Ghana, at the level of Ivory, at the level of Mali, at the level of Burkinabe. But they've really fallen apart. I think it has to do with the management, especially their FA. They've had so many squabbles, change of managers. Their players' morale is down. You can remember how star player Emmanuel Adebayo, really had so many complaints about the team, about the FA. They had so many issues that were unresolved, and these issues have really boiled up to this particular time, because in football, when you don't sort out, you are off the pitch. They really come to haunt you in the pitch. That is something that Togo has failed to find a solution, and that's why it's going to take them some time for them to overcome that. They have good players, make no mistake, most of them playing in League 2, France, most of them playing there, others playing in Germany. So they don't have a shortage of quality, or rather talent, but organization. If you have talent that is not organized, you lose. And that's what they're experiencing when they play against the likes of Cape Verde. Because on paper, Togo should be bigger than Cape Verde. They need to sort out their mess off the pitch.
Shilanja, you mentioned something there which I really want to talk to the people, the FAs in Africa. The reality is that Africa has never lacked content, but what has always been missing African football is the lack of proper management. And I'm speaking, and I'm saying this from a point of, which is from a point of direct interaction with this particular issue, because as you're talking right now, Kenya has been already suspended from FIFA activities. Right now, Kenya would have been playing with Cameroon and will have been contesting for an opportunity to go into the AFCON tournament, but we do not have that opportunity. My word of appeal to FAs across Africa, just put your house in order. That's all we are ever asking for, Shilenje.
Nothing more than that.
Yeah.
Just manage your national teams well. You'll get results.
Yeah.
You'll get money that you want.
Yeah.
But if you eat first before you work,
Yeah.
then you'll have no work.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. That's what the FS needs to do, because when they mismanage the game, they really spoil the talents for many of talented African footballers who have quality. They can represent their nation at the bigger stages. Yeah, but they can't do that if we are having management squabbles. Yeah, very small issues that can be settled by the management, but they don't until FIFA comes in to strike, until CAF comes in to strike. That's something that needs to change, and I really question myself. These FIFA conferences, these CAF conferences, what do they go to discuss? Yeah, they attend these meetings, these workshops. They need to come home.
Trainings left, right, and center.
They need to come home and implement. They get so many finances from FIFA, from their countries, from CAF. What do they do with them? Yeah, they don't have shortage of money. They don't have any excuse to give. Surely, this is a phase. You look at Kenya, out. Zimbabwe, out. What's the problem? They need to fix their houses in order. Yeah.
And speaking about the wars relating to the FA and coaches, because you cannot leave coaches out of all this conversation. A team that has really been having a lot of coaching issues is the Nigerian national team. They have not quite settled, and we saw the consequences of this during the AFCON tournament when they were knocked out prematurely, because one will expect Nigeria will go into the latter stages, but apparently they didn't go. They're going to be playing against Sierra Leone, a team that made a comeback into the AFCON tournament after hiatus of around 20 years. How do you think this particular tie is going to be?
This one should be a very tricky tie, especially for Nigeria, given that they are on back of losing out on qualifying for World Cup. They had qualified for 6 straight competitions, but they missed out narrowly to Ghana. Initially, they had performed dismally at the AFCON, so their performance is on the downward trajectory. So they're trying to pick up, and this is a Sierra Leone team that has troubled them initially. During the previous qualification, they drew 4-4 in Sierra Leone, you can imagine. At Lagos, not in Sierra Leone, but at Lagos. So that should be a very big warning for Nigeria going into this game, that Sierra Leone is not a pushover, especially going as per their earlier performances against Sierra Leone. And it will be a game to battle. Their squad, Nigeria squad, they had some injuries. Saw them trying to recall Victor Osimhen, then the Napoli starman. They still have quality with the likes of Chikwueze, the likes of Simon Moses, the likes of Ndindi. So in terms of quality, they have good quality, but organization of the team. At the same time, they have a new coach. He's called Jose Peseira from Portugal. So is he able to come and gel this team together and overcome the earlier disappointments of missing out on World Cup, performing poorly at the AFCON? Do they still have the hangovers, or are they going to overcome them? If they overcome those hangovers, then Sierra Leone shall be in problems. But if Nigeria can't overcome the earlier setbacks, then they'll be chewed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's gonna be a problem. Yeah, because if and I agree with what you said, because even in the AFCON tournament, there are teams that were going to be playing with the Sierra Leone, and we're looking at them like these like a small team.
It's pushovers.
Yeah, they are pushovers, and they ended up coming on top of that particular fixture. So I agree with you that Nigeria need to be worried going into this.
Yes, especially to do with their off-pitch, the sacking of their coaches, their case at the FIFA for wrongly sacking their coaches. Yeah. Those are things, and the pressure from the fans. Those are the things that are likely to dent their performance. However, if the players who have huge quality, if they can overcome this pressure, the likes of Iheanacho, although he hasn't had a good season at Leicester City, if he's able to overcome these uprisings, the likes of Igalo, if they're able to overcome, then they need to win comfortably against Sierra Leone. If they can't, Oga, and problems.
In the AFCON tournament, I think it was Iheanacho or Chukwueze, who's the mom was praying for the feet.
Yeah, it was Chukwueze. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm just hoping that the prayers did not end, the subscription did not end.
Did the prayers include Fufu?
I don't think I think they did, but apparently they didn't work. Yeah. So let's see how it's going.
Oh, they tried the witch doctor?
They tried.
Can they try?
If they try, that's going to be a bit.
This is Africa.
And you understand how people are going to be superstitious.
Yeah, this is Africa. They can try.
If they put things at the goalkeeper's post and then they...
Yeah, those jujus they put in the post, and it goes over the bar.
Yeah, over the bar. That's going to be an interesting conversation. Shilenje, just before we wrap up this particular one, I just wanted to get your quick analysis of Ethiopia versus Egypt and Burundi versus Cameroon.
Ethiopia, Egypt, that one should be easy for Egypt, but they're also struggling.
Yeah. They're lacking goals, apparently.
Yeah, they don't have goals.
What's up with these big teams?
I don't know, but they're also having issues because they sacked their manager.
Yeah.
That is Carlos Queiroz was sacked. They're now coached by a local. Yeah. It's called Ahab somebody, and they also need to put their house in order. They have issues with Salah. Salah is rumored to be injured.
Yeah.
Liverpool was asking him to go for scans to prove to see the extent of the injury, but he refused because he wants to play for the national team. Yeah. Very good to fight for the badge and for the patriotism for Egypt, but they also need to stop over relying on Salah because everything is on Salah. Yeah. If Salah doesn't perform, Egypt doesn't perform. Yeah, so they need to rechange. To remold their game so that they can also allow these other players to flourish. They have quality. If you look at the likes of Trezeguet, El Neni, very good players. Mamouche, they need to.
And their goalkeeper, Gabanski.
Gabanski, they have Gabanski and El Shanawi, two top goalkeepers from Zamalek and Al Ahly. So they need to also involve these other players into their game so that they don't overburden Salah. He can easily get man-marked or he can be injured. It means they'll not have goals. They also, the two finals they played against Senegal for the AFCON as well as for the World Cup qualifier, and they lost both of them in penalties. They have left them down in terms of confidence. Like mentally, it's really dented Egypt, but they were able to win their first game. That was 1-0, their opening game, and I think they need to use that morale to play against Ethiopia. But remember, they're also neighbors, and they played many games against each other. And the history of Ethiopia against Egypt is not that bad.
Yeah.
They can get a result, maybe a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Egypt don't inject in a higher gear, yeah, they might get a draw. Ethiopia might get a draw, or even a surprise win. Yeah.
Finally, as we wrap up, there is Burundi versus Cameroon. Already Cameroon looks like favorites going into this game. Just to put this conversation into context, Cameroon has had 6 wins in 9 games. Burundi has had 4 losses, 1 win, 1 draw in 6 games. Going into this particular game, how do you think?
No, for this one, Burundi must be in trouble.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
I like how you never even thought twice about it. You're like, no. Yeah.
Burundi must be in trouble. Yeah, because Cameroon, look at the confidence that they have. Look at their manager, Rigobert Song.
Yeah.
He has full support from Samuel Eto'o, who is the FA president.
Apparently, they were former teammates.
Yeah, they are teammates. They are teammates in Intermittent Alliance, winning the AFCON 2002, 2000, and 2000. Yes, they played together in a couple of World Cups. And Samuel Eto'o has given full support to the team.
Yeah.
Full support. Even when they went out of the AFCON against Egypt in the semi-finals, they didn't worry. They didn't panic.
Yeah.
He just encouraged them. They kept their cool, and that's why they were able to defeat Algeria in the AFCON qualifiers, and I mean rather World Cup qualifiers, and qualify to the World Cup. So at the moment, Cameroon is playing as a World Cup competitor.
Yeah.
They're using this AFCON qualifiers to gauge themselves on how they are going to perform at the World Cup.
Yeah.
And it's just, at some extent, Kenya is lucky that FIFA has suspended them.
Yeah.
Or else, the beating we are going to get against Cameroon, oh my. Thank you, FIFA.
One of the few times you were saying, FIFA, thank you so much for suspending Kenya temporarily out of football activities.
Cameroon could have whipped us mercilessly. Yeah, so but for Burundi, they're going to take that beating. And I hope by the next time we shall play against Cameroon, our house shall be in order to enable us compete against Cameroon once again.
Shilenje, as we wrap up, where can people get you on the social media platforms? You can look at the camera and tell us.
On my social media, Instagram, MC Shilenje, YouTube, MC Shilenje, Facebook, MC Shilenje, all over it is MC Shilenje. Just look for me.
MC with MC-double-E, right?
Double E, yes.
Yeah.
MC-double-E. Yeah, MC-double-E.
Okay.
Shilenje, all platforms. Let us meet, catch up, and we can chat.
Well, you can catch me on the social media platforms, on all platforms. That is on Twitter at @OANONation, on Instagram at @OANONation, and on Facebook at @OANONation. You can also follow me to get more conversation on African football and other topics. That is at Side Chat with Nation. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this particular video. And as I mentioned, today's episode was coming to you live from Urban Burger KE, where we are talking about the ongoing AFCON qualifiers. And I've said before, if you want a place where you can sit down, chill, enjoy your bottle of beer, have some chicken, have some burgers, then this is the place for you to be. Urban Burger KE. You can follow them on all their social media platforms. Well, that's all the time that we had on the show today. See you on the next one when you're going to be talking about matters of football and anything sports. Cheers.